guys, it's Kat. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Let me know if you guys prefer me to get all like ready and stuff for videos, or if you prefer just kind of like this laid back, like lip gloss, bare face kind of look, or if you don't really care, let me know as well. I think what's important about the content that I make is if the story is entertaining or not. I wanted to sit down and film a really quick story time with you guys that I tweeted about last week, and I actually never got around to filming because I'm a shitty YouTuber. But yeah, I wanted to sit down and I wanted to film a quick story time with you guys, and I tweeted about it asking whether you guys wanted to see a video about working at a haunted house that's actually haunted, or the time me, my mom, and my brother experienced basically like a glitch in time. So if you haven't watched the video about why I think I'm haunted, go ahead and pause this video, go and watch it, and then come and join us again. So like the backstory will make a little bit more sense to you. This happened right around the time that I was living in Rancho Cerrita, pretty south of Tucson. Like, it's in the middle of nowhere. A lot of really weird things happened over there. I'm going to give you guys like a layout of where we were driving when this happened, like what the road looked like and stuff. Let me draw it out for you guys. So I drew you guys a little diagram. So basically, we were coming home from a family friend's house who lived, wow, this is why I'm not an artist, everybody. But we were coming from a family friend's house who lived all the way out here in the middle of the desert in Old Cerrita that you had to cross railroad tracks to get to. So if you're over here, if you're on this side of the intersection, there's no way to get into this neighborhood. I mean, unless you're going through this intersection, there's no way to go back around and like go this way and go over here, if that makes sense. Like, it is not possible to go all the way back. If you're over here, you're already in Rancho Cerrita. There's no way to get back over here unless you like make a U-turn and go all the way around and go back over here, make a U-turn and come back all the way around. Now that will be important for this next part of the story, okay? Just keep that in mind. So we're coming from our family friend's house who lives over here, and we're driving and we go across the railroad tracks and go through the intersection, and we go into the neighborhood, and then like right around over here we turned left into an actual like subdivision of the neighborhood, and my mom was going to take the long way around this man-made lake to a different road that took us to the neighborhood, just a different way than she normally took. I think it was a faster way than taking the main road all the way down to our subdivision, so that's why she went that way. Now, as we go through here and we turn left into the neighborhood, we are driving in the neighborhood, and after she makes that left turn, I so vividly remember being on my phone on Twitter, and it was 11 o'clock. Now, when I looked up from my phone, we were all the way back over here, crossing the railroad tracks again and going back through the intersection, and 11 minutes had passed. Now, my mom just left to go to the store or do something right now, so like I wish she could be in here to help tell the story. I just remember everybody else in the car, like when we had turned and I looked up and 11 minutes had passed and we were coming back this way, we went through the intersection and it was like everybody was in shock. Like, my mom was like, the first thing that my mom said to me was, "Did you see that?" And I was like, yeah, that's really weird. And look at the time, 11 minutes had passed. My brother was freaking out, like, he was crying. He didn't understand what was going on because he saw what had happened too. And my mom went back through the intersection, and we drove around a couple of times trying to figure out how, from the neighborhood, we got back to where the railroad tracks were, going back through the intersection, and how 11 minutes had passed without any of us realizing it. It was so odd, and who is this paranormal? Like, what caused this? Is it aliens? We genuinely had no explanation for this, and it was so terrifying. So I got home and we immediately tried Googling it. Doesn't seem like this is a common thing that has happened to anybody else. From what I could gather, it is some sort of glitch in time or glitch in the matrix or whatever. And when we were telling our family friend about this, the girl whose house we had been visiting, she was actually a band teacher at the high school over there at one point. I think she still is. But she was telling me that happened to a group of her students one night as well. And she asked us if it was a full moon when it happened, and it was. And so I guess at that intersection, if you're ever out in Rancho Cerrita, it's an intersection by, like, right before you hit New Cerrita when you're coming across those railroad tracks, by the old neighborhood. If any of you know where that is, if you're driving through there late at night on a full moon, just, like, keep in mind that some scary shit goes down over there. And I mean, if you want to go and try and experience something like this, I guess that's the spot to do it. But out of all of the ghost things or scary paranormal things that has happened to me, that was the one and only time that I've ever experienced something like that. And the fact that it wasn't just me experiencing it, but it was my mom and my little brother as well, like, I have people to back me up, is insane. And every time me and my mom tell this story to people, nobody believes us, rightfully. If you don't believe me, I don't blame you, because I barely believe that it even happened to me. Like, it was so scary. Like, I feel like I'm out of breath telling this story because it was genuinely just so weird. But yeah, that is my quick story time for you guys. Let me know if you guys like these smaller story times or if you like the longer ones. If you guys want to hear about what it's like working at a haunted house that's actually haunted, let me know in the comments below. I do work at a place that was featured on Ghost Adventures. I worked there before it was featured on Ghost Adventures. I had stuff happen to me before it was featured on Ghost Adventures. I've had stuff happen to me since then. Every time I go there, it feels like something happens. If you guys want to see something different, me and my mom are going to Tombstone for my birthday, not this weekend, but next weekend. And let me know in the comments below if you would like to see a mini vlog or one of those videos where you spend the night in a haunted house. Just let me know. And yeah, if you enjoy these paranormal videos, go ahead and give the video a big thumbs up. And as always, thank you for watching my piece of shit video, and I will see you guys next week.